Ladies, gentlemen, and everyone that loves the smell of napalm in the morning, welcome to the Wednesday Night JokeNet here on the 146895 repeater. I am KE8PVL, your net control for the evening. My name is Nemo, November Echo, Mike Oscar, and I am located just a few clicks south of Denmark Township. Before I go any further, is there anyone that needs this repeater for emergency or priority traffic? Okay, nothing heard. If anybody needs this repeater for emergency or priority traffic, please break in at any time with break and your call sign. We will concede the repeater for the duration of your emergency. Again, this is the Wednesday Night JokeNet here on 146895. This is a directed net, and all traffic should go through net control. Everyone with a valid amateur radio license is encouraged to participate, and all those listening on scanners and huddled around your radio tonight, we appreciate you listening too. This net meets every Wednesday night on this repeater, and I'll keep doing it because I keep liking to do it. So there you go. The purpose of this net is to have fun, making each other laugh, coming up with crazy punchlines for this week's joke. This is, generally speaking, a 3-round net, so please stick around or you may miss something. Before I go down a list of regular check-ins, let me just say this repeater is owned and operated by Tom at 8CT and is available for public use. You can get to the repeater via Echolink, and the node for that is W8IJC-L. Please treat the repeater like it has a 2-minute timeout and allow for clean breaks between transmissions. Other than that, we're good to go. Let me take a quick break myself, and we'll go down the list of regular check-ins and see who else here tonight. All right, starting off the top of the list, we've got Sonny, KD8, LHR. Are you with us tonight?
Yes.
All right, very good. Thanks for being here, man. Appreciate it. Next on my list is Jeff, KC8, LAR.
KC8, LAR. Yeah, I think we're here.
All right, Jeff, good to have you with us, man. Next on the list, we've got Chris, Kilo, Echo 8, Yankee, Quebec, Lima. All right, nothing heard there. I know he was having some radio problems a little earlier in the week. Hopefully he's getting that squared away. Next on my list is Wayne, Alpha Charlie 8, Yankee, Juliet.
Good evening, everybody. Alpha Charlie 8, Yankee Juliet. Sorry, I wasn't right by the radio.
That's all right, Wayne. Appreciate you rushing over to pick up the mic and being here with us this evening. Next on my list, we'll reach out one more time to Joe, W8KNO. Are you with us tonight? All right, nothing heard there. I did get a letter from him last week and a QSL card in the mail saying he's doing all right. He's been having some antenna problems, and he'll jump back on when he gets it worked out. Next on the list is we've got Dan, N8DRL. Are you with us tonight?
Yeah, I'm here. Damn, hold on. Thanks for taking the net. N8DRL.
All right, Dan, thanks for being here. Really appreciate you. Next on the list is we've got Ron, KC8, RJO.
KC8 RJO, yeah, I'm here.
All right, thank you for being here tonight, Ron. Appreciate it. Now let's go over to Jim, KE8, LFR. Are you with us tonight?
KE8 LFR. Evening, guys.
All right, Jim, thank you for taking time out of your busy day. Appreciate it. Next on the list is we've got Doug, KE8, TBX.
Here is KE8, Tango Bravo X-ray, present and accounted for.
All right, Doug, thanks for reaching out to us there. I know it's a little bit of a stretch, but you're coming in just fine. All right, next on the list, let's try KE8QWH. Drew, are you with us tonight?
KE8QWH, present.
All right, excellent. Thank you for being here. We'll go down to Jerry, N3EVT. Are you with us tonight?
Affirmative, N3VT.
All right, Jerry, thank you. See, I got you on the main list. I don't know why it took me so long. I'm sorry. All right, let's reach out to Raymond, KC8GSL. Are you with us tonight? All right, well, maybe he's back on his regular work schedule. Let's try Joe, KE8DNF.
Here is KE8DNF.
All right, Joe, good to hear you tonight. We've got a couple newbies here, at least one anyway. Let's reach out to Ruth Ann, Kilo Echo 8, Zebra Victor Oscar. Are you with us this evening?
Hi, KE8DVO.
All right, Ruth Ann, good to hear you tonight. Hopefully your radio situation's getting a little better there. If not, man, it's cold, so I'll understand if you're not always there. All right, next on the list is I've got Matt, W8DEC. Are you with us this evening? Okay, well, hopefully everything's all right with him, and he'll reach out to us a little later on if he's in there, and maybe he's out working at Parkman or Beer Pond. Either way, we appreciate him doing his thing. All right, next on the list is I've got Frank, Kilo Echo 8, Zebra Hotel Hotel. Are you with us tonight?
Hello, 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 hello. KE8VHH, I'm here.
Always a pleasure, Frank. Thank you for being here with us. We'll get around to your segment with the weather in just a little while. Andrew, W8IJC, how about you, man? Are you with us?
Yes, I am, Nemo. W8IJC, Andrew is here.
All right, that puts me at the bottom of my list as I have it, and I appreciate all you guys being here tonight. Before we go any further, this is KE8PVL with the Wednesday Night Joke Net. Are there any stations I missed or any new stations wanting to join? Please call KE8PVL. All right, nothing heard. Good turnout tonight, folks, and I really appreciate y'all being here. Let's get our thinking caps on our funny bones. We'll get into this week's joke. All right, and this week's joke is, and many of you probably already know the answer, but some of you by attrition. This week's joke is, why do bald guys keep combs? Why do bald guys keep their combs? And we'll start right here. Oh, shoot. We'll go down here. We'll mix the list up tonight because that's what I promised I'd start doing. So we'll start with Joe, KE8DNF. Joe, good to have you there tonight, man. And why do bald guys keep combs? Quit fucking Googling it. All right, I got one stumper tonight. We'll go down the list here in the order that I have them. So the next on the list is Ruth Ann. Good to have you with us tonight. Kilo Echo 8, Zebra Victor Oscar. Why do bald guys keep combs?
I don't know.
All right, 2 stumpers in a row. I might be on a roll tonight. We'll go over to Frank, Kilo Echo 8, Zebra Hotel Hotel. Frank, why do bald guys keep combs?
Yeah, it's a good one there. I would imagine to comb their beards. To comb their beards. It's K-E-8-V-H-H.
All right, I like that one. A lot of bald guys do still have beards. All right, Andrew, W8IJC, why do bald guys keep combs?
W8IJC, Andrew here. I got the HF rig running right now, and I didn't hear everyone else's answers, so unfortunately I can't cheat. I don't know, but I'm interested to hear what everyone else has to say. Unless, wait, I guess I'm the last call sign, so I guess we'll hear the consensus. I don't know, Nemo. W8IJC, back to net.
See, I got you there. Stumped you too? All right. Well, I've been mixing the list up here, so you're actually 4th in line on the list tonight. But that puts me at the top of my normal list, which is Sonny, KD8LHR. Good to have you with us tonight, man. And why do bald guys keep combs?
I resemble that remark. I'm going to go with Frank, to comb their beards. That's why I carry my comb. But I quit carrying it because I shaved. And yeah, so.
All right. We've got 2 for Frank's answer there, to comb their beards. Appreciate that. Next on the list, we've got Jeff, KC8LAR, and why do bald guys keep combs?
Good evening, Nemo. Everyone else on the net. That's an interesting question. I don't know any bald guys that actually keep combs. I don't know. Yeah. I have no clue. KC8LAR, back to net control.
Oh, I got 3 stumpers in the books, 4 stumpers in the books tonight. I'm starting to work a row here. I'm thinking I'm doing pretty good. We'll go over to Wayne, Alpha Charlie 8, Yankee Juliet. Why do bald guys keep combs?
Oh, I can't answer that one. Just can't get rid of it. They have false hope.
All right, false hope. I like that answer too. Okay, next time we're going down the list here. Dan, N8DRL, thank you for being here with us tonight, man. And your answer to why do bald guys keep combs?
Well, I can't actually answer that because I have hair, and I don't even know how to comb, so I can't comment on this one. That's not a stumper for you.
All right, very good. You have hair and don't have a comb. I don't have a comb either. I got hair too, so I feel you on that. Next on the list, we're going down to Ron, KC8RJO. Why do bald guys keep combs?
Well, Nemo, they're just so hard to part with. They just can't do it. They're just so hard to part with. KC8RJO, back to net control.
All right, we've got one for just so hard to part with, and I think I like that answer too. Although the comb and the beards, that seems logical to me. We'll go down to Jim, KE8LFR. Good to have you with us tonight, man. And why do bald guys keep combs?
Well, my answer was the same as Ron's, and I really didn't have time to come up with nothing else, so back to net.
KAJNF, I think I've figured out an answer. To clean up the McDonald's out of their beard. Yeah, there we go.
All right, quick jump in there, and we'll mark that down as your official answer there. Joe, thank you. Next on the list, so we're going to go down to Doug. KE8 TBX, why do bald guys keep combs?
Well, bald guys keep combs to remind them of what they once had, a full set of hair. KE8 TBX.
All right, little tear comes to my eye when I hear that one. I don't have that issue, but I guess I can understand the pain there. Next on the list, we've got Drew, KE8 QWH, and why do bald guys keep combs?
So I know the answer to this one, being a bald guy who has kept a comb, and the correct answer's already been given. So I'm going to say for their dog.
All right, for the dog. That's a good one. Yep, my little dog, he needed a comb pretty regularly, so I can imagine that. Next on the list, we're going to call, well, this is going to round it out. Jerry, N3EVT, good to have you with us tonight. And why do bald guys keep combs?
Well, clearly they must be optimists waiting for a cure for alopecia.
All right, very good. Optimism and waiting for a cure. That puts me at the bottom of the list and rounds us all out tonight. Before I go any further and get into the answer, the official answer for this week's joke, this is KE8 PVL with the Wednesday Night JokeNet. Is there anybody else that wants to check in? Please call. Okay, nothing heard. So, the official answer is, and tonight's joke, why do bald guys keep combs? And the answer is, because they can't part with them. Or, as Ron said, they're just so hard to part with. So there you go. That's the joke tonight. Appreciate you guys being there and some good answers. But the official answer is, they're just so hard to part with. This is KE8 PVL with the Wednesday Night JokeNet. And I'm going to go ahead and do some housekeeping real quick. And we'll get into why everybody's here after that. All right. So, the Amigos Radio Club Ashtabula is going to be running Winter Field Day in just a few short, just towards the end of next week there. We've got one more net before on here with the JokeNet before that happens. But if anybody's interested in stepping up and coming down and being with us during the Winter Field Day, we're going to be at the Jefferson Conservation Club. And that's going to be 3600 Stanhope Kellogg'sville Road, right at the end of Sheffield Road there, the same road that the fire department's on. All right, and let's see, what else? The Area's District 10 Net. I just hosted that last Monday, just sort of last minute. It seemed like it went pretty well. That net is held every Monday night at 8 p.m. over on the 146715 repeater. That repeater has a standard negative offset and PL tone of 141.3. They're also going to have a meeting over there at the Henderson Library for the Aries group. I don't have that meeting date off the top of my head, and I really should, and I'll kick myself for that later. Also, other nets in the area over on the 146940 repeater every morning at 9 o'clock is the trivia net over there. Key up over there, they have a standard offset and a repeater tone of 110.9. And man, it's a great fun. I miss being over there. I have had an opportunity to check in once or twice over the last week or so, and it's always a good time. That's it. Don't forget, Wednesday Night Joke Night does have a Facebook page, and we also now have a YouTube channel. So check us out on Facebook and YouTube, and share the love, spread the word, all that stuff. You guys know what the catchphrases are for that. Like, share, subscribe, all those things. All right, that's the end of my official notifications as I have them. If you guys do have anything you'd like me to share, please just send me a message however you can. and I'll try and make sure it gets into the roster. I'm going to take a quick break, and then I'll shut up and get into why everybody's really here tonight. Okay, so we're going to stick with the list the way I have it, where I started. We're going to go down to Joe, KE8DNF. Great to have you with us tonight. And what do you got for us this evening, man?
Well, this KE8DNF, I've been pretty busy for the last few days. I think we have all the shirt orders done, and with the mugs and mouse pads and stuff. So I think those are all done, and I'll have those all out on field day there. I'm going to bring them all with me on field day. So everything's all said and done. I'm also working on some more projects in regards to that. I haven't put them on the store yet. I do actually have an online store so people they can purchase things that they want. I can do that as well. And then whatnot. So if you have any suggestions of what you would like to see on the site as well, I'm open for comments as well. But I'm also looking forward to field day. I actually have the whole weekend off for that, so that's always a plus thing, and I'm looking forward to it. I probably will not try to go to the thing on Saturday for the Aries thing, because that's going to be a lot of work for me in one spot for 2 trips in one day, so I'm going to either choose one or the other. But other than that, I'm going to send it back to you, Nemo. This is KE8DNF, back to the control.
All right, very good, Joe. Thank you again for being here tonight. Appreciate you as always. Let's get into our newest ham on the net here tonight. KE8ZVO. Ruth Ann, good to have you with us tonight. And what do you got for us?
Hi, this is KE8ZVO, Ruth Ann. Happy to be here, and I found out I could stand inside the storm door and hear, although I came outside to transmit just in case. I need to tell you that on second and third Wednesdays, I usually have meetings with my 2 different road societies. So if I'm not here, that's why. And then you said you didn't remember when the Aries meeting is. It's the same day as field day. We're going to start at 9 a.m., breakfast at 8 at Mug, and then we're supposed to go over to field day after. This is back to net.
All right, Ruth Ann, thank you for that. And yeah, that's why I didn't remember it, because it's on the same day as field day. I put it out of my head because I'm obligated to make sure everything goes smooth on field day. All right, next on my list is Sonny, KD8 LHR. Great to have you with us tonight, man. A big pleasure as always. And what do you got for us this evening?
Not too much. My phone's ringing now. It's my son. So I'm going to jump off here real quick and answer this phone. Can't wait for field day. I'll be back, though. KD8 LHR.
All right, Sonny, go ahead. Take care of that phone call. I understand family's important. Next on the list is KC8 LAR. Jeff, great to have you tonight, man. And what do you got for us?
Good evening, Nemo. Everyone else on the net. Not a whole lot. Work. All work and no play. Yeah. Did make some adjustments to the Echo Link, so I hope it's not too far down. WADC brought to my attention that it was a little bit raspy with some of the stations out there that are a little bit more aggressive with the mic. So I did try to adjust that down just a tad, so hopefully it's more pleasing to everybody's ears. If there's a problem with it, let me know. Also, looking at possibly swapping machines. and going to a Linux-based computer. So we'll have to hook up with Andrew on that so we can get everything queued up there once I get this thing finished, loaded, and run it through its paces. But other than that, not a whole lot going on here. Just waiting for warmer weather, and yeah, that's about it. Waiting for field day. With that, we'll pass it back to Net Control. This is KC8LAR.
All right, thank you for that, Jeff. And yep, the Echo Link thing. Really appreciate you guys all working on that. Reaching out, being able to reach out to Andover and a little farther south there. That's an awesome thing for us. And hopefully we'll get some participation on this net from those guys, and just in general during the day, whatever. All right, next on my list we've got Dan N8DRL. It doesn't sound like you're on Echo Link tonight, man. Sounds like you got a radio. What do you got for us?
Actually made down a shot this evening for a change. I haven't spent much time in the radio room lately. Because of my ankle, it's too hard for me to get back up into the other room. So I've been avoiding it a little bit. Anyhow, I go back in next Tuesday, this coming Tuesday, and hopefully I can start walking without this brace on. So we're making good progress. I'm starting to walk now with the cast brace on. So we're doing good. I'm going to send it back to Net Control. I need you all.
All right, Dan. Well, like I'm sure I speak for everybody here that we're missing you out there at the events and seeing you. And I know we moved the meetings, made it a little harder on you, but pretty soon you'll be all right, and we'll get you up in here. And we're looking forward to seeing you at Field Day. Next on the list, we've got Ron, KC8 RJO. Good to have you with us tonight. And what do you got for us this evening?
Good evening, Nemo and the group. Don't really have anything. Like so many out there, just waiting for it to warm up some. Also looking forward to the winter field day. With that, I'll turn it back over to Net Control, KC8 RJO.
All right, very good. Yep, we're all looking forward to that. We're going to do a net on that, I think, next week, because it'll be the last one just before we get there, and we'll do a lot of chatting on that. I know I'm looking forward to it. I believe I inadvertently popped right over Wayne, so Alpha Charlie 8 Yankee Juliet, good to have you with us tonight. And what do you got for us this evening, man?
I'm just happy to be on the air tonight, gentlemen and ladies. I'm going to be teaching the next 7 weeks, so this will probably be my last JokeNet for the next 7 weeks, but that's okay. I teach till 8, so I probably won't be in radio range till about 8:30ish. So I'll try to catch the very end if I can. If not, that's okay too. As always, Nemo, thanks for running the net. Alpha Charlie 8, Yankee Juliet.
All right, very good. And we'll be missing you if that's the case. But hey, 8:30. A lot of times, if we're running the net on the regular and not doing a short net, which I'm going to try not to do too much of over this next year, you'll be jumping in right in the middle of it. So it'll be fine to check in mobile on your way home, and we'll appreciate you being here. And next, we'll go down to Jim, KE8 LFR. Good to have you with us tonight. Thank you for joining us. And what do you got for us, man? Okay, let's try that one more time. Wayne, thank you for being here tonight. Really appreciate it. We'll be missing you over them 7 days. And Jim, K8 LFR, what do you got for us, man?
Jim's on the phone right now. He asked me to pass it on. Well, he asked anybody to pass it on for him. So he said, skip them on the, go on to the next. KD8LHR.
All right, Sonny, thank you for that. For a second there, I thought I was having mic issues. All right, very good. Let's move down the list to Doug. KE8TBX, good to have you with us, man. What do you got for us?
Oh, good evening, everyone on the net. I've been studying for my amateur extra. The next available test that I think I can make would be the one in Kirtland. It's a little bit of a drive, but that's where I took the one that got me the tech and the general. And I'm going to go ahead and throw a plug in for the courses I've been using. They cost a little bit of money, but not very much. It's called Fast Track. If you look up fasttrackham.com, it's a pretty good book. I always download it on Kindle. But working my way through it, I'm about 75% complete, studying up, and hopefully go get my amateur extra. KE8 TBX.
All right, very good. Yeah, there's a ton of great resources out there. I haven't checked that particular place out myself personally, but I'm sure they're awesome too. I can think of a few others that I would say are right up there on the list. And thanks for passing that piece of information along, because that's another ham radio resource that I didn't know about until just now. Next on the list, we've got Drew, KE8QWH. Thanks for being here tonight, man, and what do you got for us?
The big news here is I got a brand new puppy. Just got her yesterday evening. I had to drive down to Warren and pick her up. She's a Doberman. Her name's Carol. Charlie Alpha Romeo Oscar Lima. Born November 17th, so it's just 8 weeks, 8.5 weeks, and we're just, enamored with her already. So that's she's gonna keep us real busy. I didn't get hardly any sleep, and I'm sure it'll be like that. I'm sure a lot of you guys have had a puppy, so you know what it's like. So, but we're real happy about it. So that's all I've got for now. K8QWH, back to net.
All right, Drew, congratulations on the new puppy there. That sounds awesome. One of my best friends growing up, he had a Doberman named Zach. It was one of the friendliest dogs you'd ever want to meet, that's for sure. And they're beautiful dogs all by themselves, all the way around. Good dogs to have, and most of the time they're great for families and everything else. So that's my thoughts on that. And again, congratulations on the new dog. I'm sure he'll be a great fixture in your life for many years to come. Next on the list is Jerry, N3 EVT. Good to have you with us tonight. And what do you got for us this evening?
Good evening again, Nemo. A couple things. I look forward to hearing Frank's report on the weather, since I was contemplating making that 6.5, 7-hour drive to Virginia. And I certainly don't want to do it out on the interstate with snow. The last time I made the trip, I monitored 5.2 for that entire trip and heard not a single ham on the frequency. So I'm not sure how many people monitor 5.2. The Ashtabula County Radio Club had their meeting last night, and the question came up about how many of the members were competent with code and operated CW. And I was curious of this group, how many people are operating CW and how many are capable of teaching such a course if it were put together and offered. Back to net control, N3 EVT.
All right, that's a good question, and I know I'm definitely not on that list. I think Andrew was pretending to do it for a little while, and I think one or two others. Anybody want to jump in there on the code question? Please call.
KC8LAR, learning but not proficient yet. KC8LAR, back to net control.
Anybody else on the net there proficient or trying?
I kind of concur with Jeff there of Charlie 8, Yankee Juliet. Proficient, but not confident enough to carry out a conversation yet.
And 8-0.
Go ahead, Dan.
Yeah, I do CW, but I use my computer to decode and send CW with a 9-pin serial port for to key the radio. So I am not able to teach it, but that's one way you could go.
All right, very good. Yeah, there are a few software packages out there that lets you just do it through your computer and the radio. I think we're more looking at somebody actually pushing a button, though. But thank you for that. Appreciate it, as always. Anybody else? Last call on that.
Me and Funny were messing around with it a couple months ago. Just spelling out her name and messing around with a couple of simple words here and there, but we ended up quitting in Messenger. And it's pretty interesting. Might start it back up again if Funny wants to.
W8IJC.
Go ahead, Andrew.
Yeah, exactly what you said. I was learning it a while ago. Then some stuff came up and I stopped learning it. It is something that I want to get back into. As of now, I can do CQ, 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 DE, and my call sign. And then I use software to decode it for me. But the problem with the software, however nice it is that you can receive it at all with software, is it usually has a problem discerning spaces. So all of the characters usually have spaces in between them, and it's, it can be a little difficult to read. But I'll get back to you on that, Nemo.
All right, very good. Thank you, Andrew. And Jerry, my general consensus is we've got maybe if all of us were sitting at a table together, we'd have one person. How about that?
Okay, well, that's good to know. So eventually someone will say, well, there's a need, let's put something together. I was just curious more than anything, and, well, I'll leave it with that. Back to net control, N3VT.
88 LHR.
All right, Sonny, hold on one second. Well, Jerry, to respond to that, there's a need, and I think we all kind of know the guy who we need to do it for us, so that we to crack the whip, as it were, or smack us in the wrist with a ruler, or however you want to look at it. And I think that's NADPD. I think he's the guy. If he was sitting everybody down and trying to make it happen, I think he'd get some folks for sure. Because my understanding is he's really good with CW stuff. Sonny, KD8 LHR, go ahead with a recheck.
I was just going to enter right here on what Jerry had the question there, and yeah, there is definitely a need. There's definitely a want from a few of us out here. I've been playing with CW off and on for a couple of years now. As everybody else said, I'm not there yet. I'm not that guy yet. But maybe eventually when I grow up and grow some hair, because all these bald guy questions and stuff, bald guy jokes. Yeah, I'll learn more CW, so I can hold my brains in there more. But yeah, definitely. And Roger, well, what's his call sign? I forgot his call sign. N0 RSR. He usually, I don't know if he still does, but he usually would check into the Ashtabula net on Thursday nights. He hooked me up with a program. That would be the guy to get a hold of for the program, because my computer that had the program on it took a dump on me, so I don't know what the program is anymore. Back to you, Nemo. KD8 LHR.
All right, very good. Thank you for that input, Sonny. Appreciate it. Jerry, I hope that answered the question there for you. This is KE8PVL with the Wednesday Night JokeNet. Before I go any further, is there anybody that wants to check in? Please call KE8PVL. All right, very good. Nothing heard. Hopefully that, like I said, hopefully that answered your question there. And we're going to move on to our other segments. We'll go into the weather. That means Frank, Kilo Echo 8, Zebra Hotel. Go ahead with your comments and bring on the weather, man.
Alrighty, it's KEHH, the weather guy. Frank's my name, and the weather's the game. It's been cold, very cold, but it's wintertime, so, okay, already, let's get this on. Current weather conditions in Pierpont Township are 19 degrees with 52% humidity, and the barometric pressure is at 28.99 inches and is rising. Wind is out of the south at 4 miles per hour. Today's high was 19 degrees and low was 1 degree. For tomorrow, expect light snow showers with highs around 21 degrees and a low of 16 degrees, with light snow showers again during the evening. On an upbeat notice, starting January 22nd, we'll be heading into above freezing temperatures for at least a little over a week, so hang in there, everybody. Better weather is on its way. Record high temperature for today in weather history stands at 61 degrees in 2017, and the record low is minus 17 degrees in 1982. Sunrise will be at 7:46 a.m. tomorrow, and sunset will be at 5:20 p.m. And now for some weather trivia. Some time ago, I gave you the hottest temperature ever recorded in Ohio. That was near Gallipolis, Ohio, and the temperature was at a brutal 113 degrees in July of 1934. Well, on the flip side, the coldest temperature ever recorded was minus 39 degrees in Milligan, Ohio, on February 10th, 1899. Brr. Now that should make you feel a little better about these past couple days. I know it sure makes me feel a lot better. And finally, the weather joke of the week. What does a cloud wear under its raincoat? What does a cloud wear under its raincoat? Thunderwear. Thunderwear. Alright, that's all I have. This is KEHCHH, the weather guy. I'm going to send it back to net control with Nemo. Thanks for listening. Have a good night.
All right, Frank. Thor will be proud of you for that joke, that's for sure. All right, we're going to move down the list. We're going to go to Andrew, W8IJC. Bring on the SFI report. Add your comments, sir.
Once again, good evening, one and all. This is Andrew, W8IJC. Let's kick off tonight's ramble with the solar conditions. As of January 18th, 2024, 0144, 40, hang on, 4 more seconds. And, okay, as of January 18th, 2024, 0145 hours UTC time. The SFI is currently, let me refresh my page here. Hi, Sonny. Yes, I see you messaging me. The SFI is currently 174 points, down 6, and the SSN, or not Social Security number, Sunspot number, is 158. Wow, up 8. And, yeah, well, I've said it basically every night this month. That SFI is, while not as high as it has been, and not as high as it could be, certainly better than the bottom of the cycle, and certainly high enough to get some very interesting propagation. Last night I was on HF. Wow, what a shock. And let's see, let me pull up the logs here. We've got, let's see, Belize, 2 Brazil stations, and Angola on 20-meter FT8. 20 meters at like 12 in the morning, or excuse me, 12 at night. So yeah, 12 in the morning, whatever. Yeah, that's kind of strange for 20 meters at night, but yeah, it happened, and I was getting out to New Zealand and Australia as well. Unfortunately, the people that were hearing me were not the people that were on the air, but it is what it is. Anywho, as far as flares and any other related radio whatever, zip, zilch, nada. The current solar, what is that? Yeah, the solar radiation level is basically just right above the B level, and it's like C 1.2 right now. There's 4 levels. There's 5 levels: A, B, C, M, and X. And anything above C is pretty much a flare. Anything above like C 1.5 is basically a flare. Now those really small C flares don't really break for time. Wow. Can you tell that I'm rusty at talking on the radio? Anything above a C like 1.5 is a flare, technically, but honestly, until you start getting into the M flare or X flare territory, for Sonny's solar event, he's going to bed. Good night, guys. There you go. Yeah, really, C flares aren't that interesting. M and X flares is where you start to get some interesting radio propagation if they do a coronal mass ejection, if that's associated, and it also causes radio blackouts across the HF spectrum. Like this past couple of weeks ago, we had the strongest X flare of the cycle, and it completely killed HF for like, I don't know about completely, but it severely diminished HF propagation for about 5 or 10 minutes while it was flaring. It was a long flare too. So there you go. And as far as Aurora, nothing. 12.8 gigawatts, which is unless you live in the very most northern region of Canada, you aren't seeing anything. As for myself, I just want to make sure Nemo wasn't talking there. As for myself, not much going on here. Yeah, waiting and looking forward to field day. Got some new, well, actually not that much new radio equipment to bring. Pretty much just old stuff that I've been using again lately. I am excited to put some of my old cameras though and take some Polaroid pictures. Yeah, imagine that. And actually taking some, pictures with my smartphone to post on the website, which I have been notoriously not doing as much as I should. Let's see, other than that, not much else. Is there anything else I can think of? No, not really. So with that, everyone, I'm going to say 7 3s, and I'm going to sign off here. W8IJC, 7 3s, everyone. I'm out of here.
All right, very good, Andrew. Thank you for the SFI report and your great comments for tonight, as always. Appreciate you being here. And that rounds out the list as I have it. Before I go any further, is there anybody else that wants to check into the Wednesday Night JokeNet or recheck? Please call. Okay, nothing heard. I know normally we have a good discussion round afterwards. We've had a couple good ones last few weeks, and I've got a couple things I want to make sure happen this evening before I get too tired to fall over. I personally today had a whole bunch of stuff going on, and oh man, I'm getting tired. But that's sometimes that's age, and sometimes that's just me beating myself up. So if nobody else has got anything, I'm going to go ahead and bring the net to a close. One last call for anybody that wants to recheck or anybody that wants to check in. Please call KE8PVL with the Wednesday Night JokeNet.
Recheck N3EVT.
N3EVT got you for a recheck. Anybody else?
W8IJC link. The Echo link.
Dan, N8DRL, I think I got you in there via Echolink. Hang on a second. Anybody else? Okay, nobody else heard in there. Jerry, N3EVT, go ahead with your recheck, please.
Nemo, last week you made, in your prefatory remarks, you made reference to what turned out to be a movie. Remind me again how any of those titles that you slip in are reported.
All right, very good. So those are reported in the very first preamble of the net here during the opening, where I say, ladies and gentlemen, and everybody who loves napalm in the morning, which was today's preference, today's secret phrase. That's where it starts. And if you pick that up, then you're more than welcome to make the guess on that. And we'll, as I said during the last net, we'll be keeping score, so to speak. And the people who guessed correctly the most, starting next month, they'll be getting a fine coffee mug printed up by Joe over there, K8DNF. We appreciate him doing that for us. And does that answer your question?
Yes, in fact, it did. And that reference to the smell of napalm in the morning was jumped right out at me. So back to net control, N3VT.
All right, and just because we're closing out the net here, I won't normally just say it right away at the end of the net, but maybe I should work that in somehow. That particular reference is from Apocalypse Now, and I did have somebody just guess Good Morning Vietnam, but that's a different Vietnam movie, also just as good and hilariously funny. But there you go. Apocalypse Now is the movie quote that I used. N8DRL. Dan, thank you for your recheck, and go ahead.
This is Fry. For Jeff, the echoing system is working good, but the volume is so low I can't have the volume turned all the way up on my phone. I can still barely hear it, so the audio on it is a little light. And ADR back to net control.
All right, very good. Message relay. Jeff, are you in there? KC8LAR.
Roger that. I appreciate it, Dan and Nemo. And we'll look at that and see what we can't do, even if it's wrong.
All right, very good. And maybe there's something on the input side down there that they can adjust the gain on and tone it down from there and down there too. Appreciate all the troubleshooting that's going on with that. I know I tried to check in earlier. I didn't hear my voice come out of the antenna up here though, so I wasn't sure what was going on with that, but I'm glad we were all trying to figure it out. Appreciate it. This is KE8PVL with the Wednesday Night JokeNet. Anybody else want to check in or recheck? Please call. Okay, very good. That brings us to the end of the net. Thank you guys for being here tonight. I'm going to go ahead and put a bow on it. Without you, though, this net wouldn't happen, and I'd just be sitting here talking into a microphone, burning up the airwaves all by myself, and that wouldn't be very fun for me. But like having you guys all being here, and we've had a great turnout tonight. I'd like to thank Tom N8CT for the use of this repeater, and for all those currently serving and retired from service to our country. Your sacrifices will not be forgotten. This is KE8PVL. I'm going to go ahead and return the repeater back over to normal amateur radio use, whatever that might be. Be good to each other, everybody. KE8PVL, I'm clear.